Today, the 13th of June 2024, we are here at the we are here at the Namibian High Commission, and we are demanding for the freedom of Kabaka. Share. I have to be there.
Yes. We are at the Namibian High Commission demonstrating and demanding the return of our king, Kabaka Mwenda Mutebi II, from where he has been forcefully exiled by the brutal dictator Museveni and his brother Mayiga. We are calling on them to return our Kabaka back to Uganda and let him live safely in his ancestors' land, in his palaces, than where he is being forced to live against his will. Tuli wano kwembasa ya Namibia wane London nga tusaba government ya Namibia ezeyo Ssaabasajja Kabaka waffe Uganda gy'alina okubeera. Mulwadde si mulwadde alina kubeera Uganda mu lubiri emmengo ng'alamula Obuganda. Ebya Mayiga ne mukama we Museveni tetujja kubikkiriza nti Kabaka ali Namibia, simanyi yagenda ku holiday, simanyi yagenda kumujjanjaba, simanyi yagenda ku official duties. Tetubiganye byonna bye baogera, naye tumwetaaga Uganda mu Buganda ng'alamula mu ntebe z'abajjajjaabe. Ssaabasajja awangaale. Kati tugenda kitandika kikuba wano, tuli kwembasa eno era already batandise okufiiringa the heat. Tujja bakuba paka ssaawa 10 olwaleero. Era abantu bakyajja twakatandika butandisi, mujja bulaba bu video bwe tusuulayo, era tubasaba nnyo bannanga batasobodde kujja naye mutuwadde amanyi okulaba nti weetuli, era abantu bakyajja. Era kamba muliseemu kaabamu mbalabe baabo bajja. Bannange eggwanga mujje, engoma ziizo weeziri, tuli tayaali. Mwebale nnyo okutuwuliriza.
Twetaaga Kabaka waffe Ssaabasajja Kabaka alamulira mu Buganda si Namibia. Tumwetaaga ne twetaaga excuse yonna. Namibia erina okusesema Kabaka waffe olw'ensonga ezitakwatagana. Tebayinza kukugamba ti Ssaabasajja Kabaka mulalu.
Halo. Anti muwulira omuzindaalo. Olwaleero tuzze tukyaginze buli kintu. Era tugenda bakuba mu Luzungu ne mu Luganda. Kati kantandike mu Luzungu njoke mbawo abakyala abajja okubakuba mu Luganda. Uganda. Good morning, everyone. The neighbors, we just want to ask you, we might be making some unnecessary noise behind your premises, behind your business centers, but this is a Ugandan community, a Buganda community, who are at the Namibian High Commission demanding the return of their Kabaka, who has been forcibly into exile in Namibia by the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda with his brother Mayiga. We are here demanding the Namibian authorities to bring back our Kabaka back to Uganda. We understand that human beings, even the kid can fall sick, but we want him back to Uganda where he belongs, not in Namibia. Kabaka tumwetaaga Uganda, si Namibia. We want our Kabaka back to Uganda. Alina embiri ezisukka 7. Lwaki abeera ku mawanga gye batamanyi mu nsiko? Ensolo bwe zimulya. Museveni ajja tugambe nti Kabaka empologoma zaamuliridde mu bisonanka. Tetujja kukkiriza. The reason why we are here, we are peacefully demanding the return of our Kabaka, Mwenda Mutebi II, addeyo Uganda. Mulwadde si mulwadde tumwetaaga wa? Uganda. Bannange twakatandika, mulaba abakyala bali wano, n'abaami we bali, and all we are standing behind the return of our Kabaka to Uganda. Era to demanding the Namibian authorities to let our king free come back to Uganda. We are not going to take a no for all of their stories. They are just giving us stories. There is no credible evidence that our Kabaka is free. We want his freedom. And for him to get that freedom, it has been Uganda, not in Namibia. Sabasajja wangale.
Hai bena wangale.
Back the second, back to Uganda. Namibia, you have to listen. Museveni dictator. Namibia, Twagala Kabaka waffe. Museveni dictator. Yamukweke wamwe. Mugendo. Namibia, you have to release him. He's not sick. No, he's not mental. No, he's being tortured. They are saying that he's mental. He's not mental. Dictator Museveni is doing that. You know Namibia, you know that. You have to release our king back to Uganda. That's why we are here. Namibia, we are here. Our king. Back to Uganda. Yes, we want our king. Back to Uganda. Namibia. Are you listening? Namibia. Are you listening? We want our king. Yes, back to Uganda. It's not mental. Museveni, the dictator. Yakweke wamwe. Mugendo.
We are standing at the Namibian High Commission. This is in regard of our king who was kidnapped and forcibly sent to Namibia. The reason why we are standing here, we want him safely back to Uganda. This is a king who represents 16-17 million Ugandans from the Buganda tribe. We will not be standing here if our king is not in your country. And we are promising the Namibian High Commission that we are ready to stay here. If it needs to be here for a whole month, we are going to camp here and stay here day and night until you set free our king back to Uganda. Before you kidnapped our king, we never came outside and stand here. But because you have our king in your country legally, that's why we are here. As long as you set our king free, send him back to Uganda where he belongs, where he comes from. You are not going to see any Buganda, any Ugandan standing outside your embassy. But as long we promise you, if our king is not back to Uganda, we are going to be here. And we promise we are going to be here. If it's 1 month, 2 months, we are willing to stay here put until our king has got his freedom back. Twagala Kabaka waffe Uganda. Tujja kukkiriza bigambo biva mu gavumenti ya Namibia nti Kabaka yagenda kufuna bujjanjabi. Kabaka yagenda ku holiday. Museveni tumanye enkola ye nti Museveni is a rebel. Museveni is a rebel. Today he will talk with you. At the same time he is killing you. And we are calling on the brutal dictator Museveni and his brother Mayiga to bring back our king to Uganda. Bannange tetujja kukivaako okujjako nga Kabaka azzeeyo wa Uganda. Mulwadde si mulwadde tumwetaaga Uganda. Muwulidde. We are standing here demanding for the return of our king. We want our king back to Uganda. And we are warning the Namibian High Commission. This is the start of our demonstrations. We'll come up from our work in order to come here and raise a very serious issue. Our king represents 17 million Buganda. And within that 17 million, he represents 45 million Ugandans. We cannot allow the Namibian government to connive with the brutal dictator of Uganda in exiling our king. Our king is in Namibia. On what ground? He's supposed to be in Uganda. If he went for medical treatment, what kind of medical treatment are they telling us? That is mentally disturbed. We know very well that all the brutal dictators around the world, we've seen a man who just passed away in Russia. He was poisoned and sent to one of the prisons where he was alone in that prison. What happened? He had heart attack. we are calling and we are warning the Namibian authorities that we are going to stay here. This is the starting of our pressure. You have to make sure that our Kabaka is free, set free, and sent back to Uganda. Sabasaja wangale.
Alina wangale.
I hope they hear our message.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Namibia Embassy, do you there? You listen to us? We need you outside to understand this message. Our king is not a mad. You answered us last time and you told us our king is a mad. Our king is not a mad. Our king is somebody needing care back home to Uganda. We're not going to take any message from you. We're going to see our king. Dictator 7, he wants to kill our king. The first poison him because he knows he's not Ugandan. He wants to make this second boy to be a president again. Now he doesn't want our king to be in our country. This is not okay. We're not going to sit down. Now we need our king when he's back to Uganda. Our king is the one that owner all the land in Uganda. How come you put him in the desert in Namibia? Do you want to kill our king?
Yes.
Do you want to kill our king?
You want to kill our king?
Any news when we hear our king dead to your country because our king have the land, our king have all the money, our king have all the people. We need our king back home to Uganda.
Kabaka waffe. Gamulamu.
Omusajja mayeggo omunyarwanda atudde mu ntebe emmengo. Oli muntaba obujja obusuuti weewalidde nti omwana wa Muteesa omusudde mu kibira. Ng'omoto olw'olwo batakyali mu Buganda. Ne gye bamuziika teri agenda yadde omuggyako obuddo. Tukugamba nti ssebo twagala Kabaka waffe. Tetwagala mipiira gy'alika, tetwagala kudduka misinde, tetwagala ndwadde zonna zonna z'otuleetera. Kiki gye mugezaako okukola emmengo? Tukubuuza ggwe lutabayisirwa. Oyinza otogamba ng'oli Ssaabataka, olondemu abagenda okulaba Ssaabasajja Kabaka. Oli omu ku beegatta ne Nnaabaloga. Nnaabaloga twagala Kabaka waffe, Mayega twagala Kabaka waffe, twagala Kabaka emmengo. Tetugenda kussa mukono wansi mpaka Ssaabasajja Kabaka ng'ali mu mubiri wa bajjajjaabe. Twagala okugamba Kagere, twagala okugamba Nnaabaloga, twagala okugamba Mayega, twagala okugamba gwe naawe Omutanzania eyava gye wava nti twagala Ssaabasajja Kabaka. Wassajja twalibeera Kabaka. Najjinda tukugamba yonna gy'oli tukuwa ekitiibwa. Naye kola omulimu ogw'okuwasisa. Twagala okulaba ng'oli ne Kabaka waali, twagala okulaba ng'owa Kabaka Kaya. Tetwagala biboozibozi byonna. Ssaabasajja Kabaka alina obusobozi bwonna. Ssaabasajja Kabaka alina ssente zonna. Naye muyinza buto okugamba nti mulalu. Our king is not a mad. Ekyo mukiddemu. Our king is not a mad. Our king is not mad. Our king is not mad. We need our king and our king need his freedom. Namibia, come out. We need you here. We need our king back home to Uganda. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Why are we here?
We want our king.
Dear Namibian Embassy, we come here in peace. We recently written few letters and many letters are on the way, and we are going to continue writing to you whether you respond or not. And you are responsible for the safety of the King Ronald Mutebi II of Buganda Kingdom. Background.
No, it's okay.
The Kabaka has got enemies in Uganda. Enemy number one of Kabaka is
dictator Yoweri Museveni currently forcing himself on Uganda and in the region, destabilizing the entire region. That means Congo, he sends the troop as proxies for America, for foreign forces. And he kills our brothers and sisters in the name of wealth. They go there and loot gold. They go there and kill our brothers and sisters. They create and manufacture conflicts which are not necessary. In Somalia, we have got our African brothers and sisters dying for unnecessary conflicts. And Museveni is the architect of all this. Now he is involved in Namibia. Background, the Kabaka of Uganda, for the reason why we are here, in 2021, during COVID-19, there was conspiracy within his kingdom and led by Charles Peter Mayiga, the current illegitimate prime minister who was installed by dictator Museveni. Poisoned him. And the Kabaka was not in good conditions on his birthday. We came out the same way we are coming up here right now and made a lot of noise on social media. We demonstrated peacefully, and the Katikio who was led and who made the plan to send the Kabaka, our king, to Namibia, was forced to bring out the king in horrible conditions. The king was not breathing properly because of the poison that he was given, and he was forced to send the king to abroad to Germany for treatment, to detoxify all the poison that he had been given. The king's conditions improved due to pressure. And the mission to kill the king never ended. So we already know that the prime minister of the Buganda kingdom has been telling us contradictory stories. Every time the Buganda people, the people of Uganda, demand for the king and his ways about, he doesn't come up public to explain. So recently we know that after a lot of pressure, the king was returned after treatment from Germany and immediately was airlifted, forced to Namibia on the direction of dictator Yoweri Museveni and the so-called prime minister of the Buganda kingdom, called Charles Peter Mayiga. And now we've been told that, oh, the king is Namibia, he has gone for a holiday. He needs time off because he's been undergoing treatment and he needs time off. And contrary to that, the Namibian authority, you have responded to the people of Uganda, the Baganda people, who are demanding for their king, and you responded and said that the king is under psychiatric treatment. Since when did the king of Buganda have psychiatric, have problem with mental issues? We know that the regime has been plotting this for many years. They've created charities in the name of supporting mental illness so that they build up the narrative that the king is mentally ill. The king is capable and the king is demanded by his people. This narrative to try to suffocate and kill the king silently is orchestrated by the dictator Museveni and the prime minister of Buganda. So we are here to remind you that if you go ahead and your government goes ahead and complete the mission of destroying the kingdom of Buganda, that is destroying the king of Buganda, who is the illegitimate, and that is King Ronald Mutebi II, who is the rightful king, the one who inherited our former king, Mutebi I. If you go ahead and not release immediately the king and be taken to safety where we trust, you will be held responsible for his conditions. Because he was in Germany where we were assured by the prime minister who was responsible for planning to send him to Namibia. We were assured that he was in Germany being treated. So after leaving the treatment in Germany, and then in Namibia, where the Prime Minister told the nation that the king is in Namibia for a short break, for arrest, and is Namibia for some official engagement. For how long is he going to be in Namibia? And why is it that the Namibian authorities, you are informing us that the king is under psychiatric facility? A facility which is, well, after our research, is high security protected area, whereby to go there, you have to go through layers of security. Like he's in the prison. The king is required to go back to his kingdom where he has so many palaces, where he is the landlord, and all Ugandans love him. All Ugandans love him. The king is the custodian of land in Uganda, and that's why the dictator Museveni is plotting, conniving with the Namibian authorities to kill him and disappear. History has it that the former king, the father of the current king, was poisoned in exile. We don't want the same thing to repeat. The same people, the actors who are in the kingdom of Buganda, who hate the king, are the same people who plotted for the poisoning of his father. And now the king, the current king, the son, we don't want the same thing to repeat, to happen to him. So we are here crying out to you, Namibian authorities, to understand this message. It is not a propaganda, and that's why we are going to continue to come here every now and then until the king is free and safe and is back in his kingdom. Thank you very much.
Yes.
How the Namibia?
Yes.
We are here to demand our king.
Yes.
We want our king.
Yes.
I want to tell everyone, and I want to tell the whole world, that Namibia is not a safe country anymore.
No.
We want our king back.
Yes.
Namibia is full of murderous people.
Yes.
You want to kill our king in Namibia.
Yes.
We are coming here this time, and we shall keep coming here.
Yes.
Again and again.
Yes.
Until you give us our king.
Yes.
You think we come here to waste time, but we here to demand our king, and we are not going to stop.
No.
Namibia has become a very dangerous country in Africa. Because they are dealing with dictators in the world.
Yeah.
Namibia is a deadly country.
Yeah.
We want all people visiting Namibia to know this, that Namibia is now a very, very, very horrible country.
Yeah.
Because they have abducted our king.
Yeah.
The king of Uganda.
Yeah.
The king of Uganda.
Yeah.
Is abducted by the Namibian people.
Yeah.
The president of Namibia and the vice president of Namibia have recently been in Uganda.
Yeah.
And they are conniving to take the Kabaka of Uganda.
Yeah.
Namibia, we want our king.
Yeah.
We want our king.
Yeah.
Give us our king.
Yeah.
We want our king.
Yeah.
You will give us our king.
Yeah.
Until we have him, we're not going to stop.
Yeah.
We shall not stop.
No.
We are going to be here all the time.
Yeah.
You give us our king.
Yeah.
If it means coming up there, we shall come for you till you give us our king.
All right.
Namibia, government, give us our king.
Yeah. What our king?
The king of Uganda.
Yes.
Is the richest person amongst the richest kingdoms.
Yeah.
Why is he taken to Namibia to stay in the desert, in a lonely place, where they are pretending to be treating him when actually he's the one who has all the money? Namibian government, give us our king. We are going to come again and again until you give us our king. Namibia is a dangerous country. All tourists, you have to know that Namibia is a dangerous country. If you are planning to go to Namibia, cancel the journey because Namibia is a dangerous country. Namibia is butchering people, especially the kings of Africa. Namibia is a very deadly country. We shall engage with the Home Secretary, with the Home Office, to tell the people that Namibia is a deadly country.
Yeah.
If you want to kill people, not this Kabaka.
No.
We want our king.
Yeah.
The king of Uganda.
Yeah.
The king of all Ugandans.
Yeah.
We are here, we shall not cry because of Namibia.
No.
We want our king.
Yeah.
If anything happens to our king, Namibia, you have blood on your hands. And we shall be coming for you. You don't want to go down in history as the one who was behind the murder of King of Uganda.
Yes.
All people, if whoever is planning to go to Namibia, you have to cancel your journey now. Because you will be abducted in Namibia. If they have done it to one of the kings, one of the great kings in Africa, how about you? This is not really safe to be done. Namibia, and you are watching us there. And you will watch us now. And you always watch us. We are going to come in big numbers and big numbers until you give us our king. Give us our king. Give us our king. Give us our king. I think if you can't hear the message from the Buganda community in the UK, from the Ugandan community in the UK, the Namibian authority, we are standing in front of your office, your commission, your ambassador, your embassy. We are demanding, we are requesting, we are asking, we are kindly standing in front of the High Commission here in demanding the return of our king.
Safety.
We are sending a very clear message to the Namibian authority that if we don't set free our king, we are going to ask for permission to be here for 1 complete month. We'll call off our work for 1 month.
Yes.
We'll call in sick at our place of work. We'll
Save
take
the
our
king.
annual leave instead to come and stand here.
Save the king.
Demanding the safety, the return of our King Mutebi.
Save the king.
You cannot keep an innocent sick man as you claim that he's not feeling well. Why do you keep him in the desert, in the Kalahari desert? The man was brought up in UK and Uganda. The highest temperature is 25, 26. Right now in Kalahari desert is 37 degrees. This is an indirect way of killing our king.
Yes.
The message goes clear. If the worst comes to the worst and our king dies in Namibia, we are going to be here for the whole year.
Yes.
And we are calling on now the population and the UK residents not to visit Namibia.
Yes.
Namibia is not safe.
Yes.
It is not safe for a king of Uganda.
Yes.
How are you going to be safe in Namibia? We are calling on the authorities to listen to the whole world, because
Yes.
Ugandans around the world, they are demonstrating at every Namibian High Commission.
Yes.
And the same message is, free our king.
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 Freedom our king.
Freedom our king.
Freedom to 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 our king.
Freedom our king. Safety. Fatou.
Hello, Namibia Embassy.
Hello.
Namibian Embassy.
Hello.
We are here today to ask you to send a message to the government of Namibia to give us our king back to Uganda. The only message we want you to send is to go and tell your government back in Namibia to send back our Kabaka back in Uganda.
Yes.
We need our king.
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 dear Namibian Embassy members, I hope you can hear us down here. We are here again, and we have also a letter to reply back to you as you written to us. We are here, we have asked leave. We are supposed to be at work, but we asked leave to come and represent the millions of Ugandans, the Buganda, and demand for the safety of our king, because we know that recently your government officials have been to Uganda and they visited the dictator Yoweri Museveni, a 38 and plus military brutal dictator who's been in power for so many years. And we know that that brutal dictator does not keep covenants. We know that brutal dictator breaks covenants. And we know that if government officials from Namibia, they meet the dictator has been telling lies to many different leaders of the world until recently, when he was exposed in a 2021 general election, where there was a lot of brutality that was shown to the international scene. If you want and you urge about this, go on your gadgets and search out Bobi Wine, the People's President. When you watch a documentary, which was done by National Geographic, documentary is not fiction, it's real happening. And in that documentary, it doesn't show all the graphics. It just shows small hints of violence. And now, if you have leaders that meet this brutal dictator and they have their discussions, that discussion could have been abduction of our king, because it is not surprising. So we are trying to alert you, the government of Namibia, not to deal with dictator Museveni. Whatever is telling you are lies. You need to stand with the people of Uganda, and especially the Buganda, because without Uganda, our king, Uganda will never be peaceful. Namibia will never be peaceful. The safety of our king is very, very important for our relationships as Africans. We Africans are brothers and sisters. We should love each other. We are not your enemy here. You are our brothers and sisters. But we are sending alarm to you that there is something not right with the current condition of the king. You need to investigate. Why is the king being brought to Namibia? The people, authorities that you are referring to us to demand the king and information are the same people who are behind the abduction of the king. Whether they have discussed with the medical facility in Namibia on how to handle the king, whether they've done that and the government of Namibia doesn't know, but we are here now to let you know that the government of Namibia should show much interest in the safety of the king. The Ugandan people raise alarm and they demand immediate return of the king to safety. He should be returned to his kingdom. Now the elders, they have all the finances to take him for specialized treatment, for example, back to Germany or somewhere else, and they will make the bill. The king is one of the richest kings in Africa. History of Uganda comes from Buganda. Without Buganda, there wouldn't have been a name Uganda. So Buganda is a very key strategic region, and the Buganda kingdom is the strongest king in history in Africa. Do your research. Recently, the UK government have returned some of our things that were confiscated many, many years ago. That means that history can never be erased. We Africans are very proud of our heritage and we must protect it. So, the government of Namibia, our brothers and sisters, representing the government of Namibia, our fathers, our cousins, we demand that you put pressure and we demand more information daily updates about the king. Yes. We want a report, daily reports on his conditions, and we want that you are taking action to free him, because we know that there's something that does not add up why he's in Namibia. The reason why we are here, we strongly believe that the king was abducted on his return from Germany with a plan to slowly kill him like the regime has been doing in the past. They've infiltrated all institutions in Uganda, including the cultural institutions. This dictator Museveni is a very, very dangerous person. They want to build. They are not through their dynasty. They don't belong to any kingdoms in Africa. However, they are creating their own dynasty all over Africa. They have so many allies. They deal with businesses. But those businesses do not benefit the people of Uganda and the Buganda king, the Buganda people. Our king is our true custodian. Our king is our protector. Our king is everything. He's our father, he's our mother. That's why we are here. We shall die for him, because that's what we always say. We say, Warigwa, Warigwa. Means that where the king falls, I must fall first. We are falling first before the king falls. We are here seriously, and we shall keep on coming until the king is free and safe. This is a clear message to you, our brothers and sisters in the Namibian government. Please pass on the message. With immediate effect, we want an update about the king. Because the regime in Uganda has killed so many people, very important, silently, and then after they kill, their bodies are taken over by the regime, by the military regime, and their bodies they hide autopsy. They hide. They don't do clear. They don't pull up clear post-mortem, and they kill people in silence. We have examples. Bishop Ranga was killed by the state immediately after Easter. His body was confiscated by the regime and the military. And we have many other leaders. They've been killed silently. The latest, a very important person of the government was the Speaker of Parliament, who was treated in America. And we already information passed out that they had poisoned him. His father mentioned that he was told that he was poisoned. After his death, his body was confiscated, not allowed to be viewed by the public, which means that the regime has been doing this from time to time, and they have got an experience in doing this. If the king, for any reason, you give us sad news, as it has been already planned, that the king has died while he is in exile, you will be held responsible, because you are not taking immediate action as we are telling you this. We don't want to go through the same experience. So please, our brothers and sisters here, we are not your enemy. We are your brothers and sisters. We want you to do the right thing. Save the life, the king of the life of the king. We want Kabaka. What do we want? We want our king safe back and return back home safely. Thank you very much, our brothers and sisters in the Namibian embassy. Please take action. And please don't be overwhelmed by so many email messages, so many faxes. When you're not taking action, you will keep on getting this from time to time. Thank you very much.
Yes, we are here for a simple reason. And the main problem we are here for, as long as Museveni is still in power in Uganda, tetujja kufuna Kabaka waffe ajja kusigala nga ali matigga. Twagala tuwanyisa obusajja buno obubiri. Museveni ne Mayiga balina otuviira mu Uganda. We cannot get freedom for our king while the brutal dictator Museveni is still in power. We cannot get freedom for our king while Mayiga is still the so-called Katikiro at Mengo. Now the reason we are standing here, we are asking, we are requesting the Namibian authorities bannange abanigirame bagudde mu katego ambasada ali mu kaaba agamba nti kimuyitiriddeko kimususeeko kati bannange tulina kwongeza muliro temuzikiza tukutta awaluma ambasada ali mu kaaba naye tujja mukaabya paka nga kabaka wafazeeyo wa Uganda ne wanaatugamba ebyenkanawa tetujja kuzikiza bwetuli era tujja kubeerawo ambasada afulumye wano n'akaaba n'agamba bannange nabaddamu ebbaluwa ate mwagala ki kituyitiriddeko buli we tulaba abannayuganda baliko embase zaffe beekalakaasa ne tubagamba tujja kwongeramu omuliro era y'ensonga lwaki kati tukikubira ddala olwaleero we tuli paka ssaawa 10:00 abakyakola mujje mutwegatteko abantu bakyajja bannange saba kabaka Ssaabasajja awangaale twetaaga mu lubiri emmengo. Our clear message to the Namibian High Authority: set free our king, and you're not going to see us here. We want our king free. We want our king back in Uganda. We want our king to be in his kingdom. We are not going to take no words from the Namibian authority that the king is in Namibia for treatment. The question, how long will be there for treatment? What kind of treatment is he receiving? He was in Germany recently. Why is not still in Germany if he's a sick man? We understand we all get sick. Even the king can become sick. But not in Namibia. There is no facilities in Namibia which can treat our king. If the king is sick as they claim, we want our king to go back to Uganda. We want our king to be in Uganda. We want our king to be treated in Uganda. Ssaabasajja awangaale. Weetuli tetujja kita. Ssaabasajja awangaale.
Twagala Kabaka waffe, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, mwagala teri twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ssaabasajja, twagala Ibene, twagala wowe, 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 ebi wowe, 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 we want our king. Give us our king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king.
You have accepted our king. You have Bannange tukabe ate tukyakaaba. Leka tussemu ku kayimba nga twejjukiza nti Kabaka ali Buwangwa. Era tumwetaaga.
Photo, picture or photo. Video.
Kabaka wangaale. Ssaabasajja wangaale. Ssaabasajja akomewo. Saabataka akomewo mu Uganda gye tumwagala.
Wongota.
We need our king. We need our king. We need our king. We are crying for our king. We are crying for our king. Hey, Shimara, free our king.
Mayega. Museveni. Muhozi.
Kabaka yagamba Obwakabaka temutwagala. Abantu temwatutegeera. Abavubuka naye kotugawa tugenda ku ntikko, tuli ku ntikko. Obuzizza Kabaka.
Namibia, free our king. Free Ugandan king.
Twagala Kabaka waffe Mayega. Mayega tugenda Namibia kati. Ate bwe tuve Namibia tujja Buganda. Mayega tujja. Mayega tetumusanga Emmengo. Ekimala kimala.
Mayega tajja Masaka. Ajje Masaka tavaayo nga taleese Kabaka.
Masaka mu abantu b'e Masaka mutimbe ebifaananyi
Ebikwezenge.
n'abantu b'omu Kampala mwenna mutimbe ebifaananyi ebibanja Kabaka. Buli wantu wonna mutimbewo ekifaananyi ekibanja Kabaka. Mutimbe ebifaananyi mu butale, mutimbe ebifaananyi mu maduuka, mutimbe ebifaananyi mu paaka, mubiteeke ku bodaboda nga bibanja Kabaka. Twagala Kabaka waffe. Free our king.
Free Kabaka.
Free our king. Tekyakola, tetukyalya, tetukyanywa, tukaaba. Sabira Kabaka waffe. Wowe! Wowe! Annange tulabye. Tulabye ne Kabaka waffe. Twagala Kabaka. Kabaka waffe atuwa obulungi bwaffe. Bannange Mayega Mmengo. Abaminisita bo, n'abakungu bo, n'abataka bo. Watuleetera Mutumba. Mutumba l'omuleeta. Yakulira abataka. Ate bamuwosa abaana kuba tebamumanyi. Olunyiriri lw'abantu basiraamu abataka b'enkobe. Naye teruyinza kuba nga lwakyuse Mutumba kuba Mutumba gw'oyagala. Okyusizza Obuganda buli kintu kyonna.
Twagala Kabaka, twagala Kabaka.
Twagala Kabaka.
Mayega, bring back our king.
Namibia, twagala Kabaka. Namibia, twagala
Namibia, free our king. Namibia, free our king.
Namibia, Kabaka.
No waka without our king.
Namibia, komeo Kabaka. Namibia, komeo Kabaka. Namibia.
Twagala Kabaka. Wowe!
Wowe.
Shema Pony.
Ugandans in the UK.
We need our king back home. Yeah.
We'll stand here as long as he takes us. until our king is free.
Yes.
We are professionals.
Yes.
But we have to call off work.
Yes.
In order to come and highlight
Yes.
that our king has been kidnapped and sent to Namibia
Yes.
against his will.
Yes.
That's why we are standing here.
Yes.
Demanding for his freedom.
Yes.
Free our king.
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 Free our
Free our king.
king. Free our king.
Free our king.
Free our king.
Free our king.
Free our
Free our king.
king. Free our king.
Free our king.
Twagala Kabaka. Twagala Kabaka nga mulamu.
Namibia, free our king, Namibia.
Namibia and Museveni free our Kabaka. Museveni free our Kabaka. We want to kill the king.
We know that the Namibian delegation or Namibian government officials have recently met Museveni, the current president of Uganda, who is forcefully wanting to stay in power for life. Because in Uganda we no longer have democracy, but we have autocracy. We are trying to get rid of autocracy by restoring our traditional values and norms. We thought at the moment we think that our kingdoms are under threat by one person who is power greedy and who is power hungry. The relationship between the Namibian government or government officials does not benefit the people of Uganda. And I don't think the relations between the leaders of Namibia does not benefit the people of Namibia. Our relationship between Namibians and Ugandans is being denied by only a few. You must understand this, that we are brothers and sisters, that we are here for the common cause, humanity. We are here to protect our heritage. So please understand that we are here in peace. However, we strongly urge you to do the right thing. If you don't, we are going to be enemies. We are going to have wars. The Kabaka must be free. If the Kabaka is killed, the Kabaka's life is in danger and is being captured and abducted by a brutal dictator.
By Museveni and the Mayega.
In the Buganda kingdom.
Bring back our
And
king.
those people, our names are
Mayega, Peter Mayega, and the Museveni. Muhozi, bring back our king.
Our king. Freedom for our king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king. We want our king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. We want our 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 king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for Ugandan king. Freedom for the king. Freedom for Ugandan king. Free our 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 king. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
abasajja awangaale.
Awangaale. Awangaale. Museveni Mayiga bring back the Ugandan king. Yes. Namibia stop conniving with Museveni, the dictator, and Mayiga.